Australia is known as the skin cancer capital, well, the skin cancer country of the world. And so I have, since I've suffered with skin cancer multiple times, it is my passion now to share that story with others who try and sort of, you know, open the lid on what skin cancer is, you know, how prevalent it is. And look, in the UK, it's the most common cancer that you've got is skin cancer. And, you know, just because,
I didn't know that.
And, you know, and melanoma is right up there. Yeah. It's right up there. But, you know, I had an infiltrating BCC, and there's SCCs, which are different types of non-melanoma skin cancers. And if they are left undetected, they can enter the bloodstream, and that's not a good thing, because melanoma is the worst. But I think it's really important to, well, for me, my passion is trying to get this message across to people and say, look, obviously, you know, trying to protect yourself is something, but also, you know, getting your skin checked, and that, you know, just because you live in the UK or you live in America, or maybe, you know, you're not out in the sun all the time, it's those little incremental moments in the sun where you're picking kids up from school, or you're doing something, you're standing outside, you're walking the dog, you're on a horse, whatever it is you're doing. Those moments can add up to something in your skin. We're not all the same. So, you know, if you have a lighter pigment and stuff, then that, you know, you just have to, you've got to get your skin checked. That's my biggest message. And so it has turned into such a passion for me, because it's given me, and using my celebrity, for lack of a better word, has given me the opportunity to talk about that and have a platform. And then, you know, from that, I went on to start and I thought, you know, how do you purpose, you know, how do you create with a brand and a business? Also on the back of that, it's like creating the why. Why do people, what can I give to people to help them protect themselves? And I end up finding this particular company that makes this incredible material, which is UPF50 plus. Now, it's a particular material which is fantastic, but we think of UPF50 plus as in sunscreen, but most hats you're wearing are letting sunlight in, and they're not giving you proper protection. So you can end up with melanomas on the head, skin cancer on, you know, on your scalp without any problem at all. And so that led me to, and this is the thing about, you know, finding gold at the end of the rainbow, is that was a really traumatic time. I'm learning about skin cancer. I've done quite a few things with it. And then it's like, okay, let's create something. Let's create a beautiful, you know, lifestyle range of hats that will protect you 100%, you know, maximum protection from the sun. That's where, can I just grab?
I mean, I think ideas come best from one's own life experience, and with Trinny London, very similarly, of just wanting a certain thing. But going back to your, because I love your hats, and when I met you in Sydney, I was trying them on and actually just thought these are fab, stylish sun hats, and then you were telling me about the sun protection factor of them and stuff. And I think that for me, it's, you know, people still need a lot of education. There's one of them on now, fantastic. People still need a lot of education, especially in the UK, because in Australia, in a way, the kind of reminder is above your head 300 days a year, shining. In England, it hides behind a cloud, and you think no relevance. And, you know, understanding the difference in UVA and UVB, and very simple definition is UVA is aging, UVB is burning, but anything that does either is going to penetrate your skin and damage it. And so just, you know, the journey here is to get women to understand that we might live in a predominantly cloudier climate, but it does not reduce the chance. I mean, you know, of the fact that it's a cloudy day, through a window, you can get sun damage.
I mean, I did a special, investigative journalism special for one of the channels down here, Channel 7. And I interviewed this truck driver who had half of his face taken away. And it was the most invasive reconstruction to actually remove cancer that had kind of taken over his face. And, you know, and he was a truck driver, and he basically, to keep up speed and, you know, make sure they met their deadline, the company said, you've got to turn your air conditioning off. So all these truck drivers had their window down and their arm out the window, and all of the sunlight was hitting up the side of his face. And that's what he puts it down to. And I said, it's like incremental. Every day you're out there every day. But he thinks he's sitting in a truck and he's fine. And you're not fine. And, you know, whatever the probably the biggest message I can say would just be get your skin checked. You know, that's the thing, because everyone's going to do what they want to do. I mean, I'm just going to come back to this for a minute because I'm not going to.
Deborah, we have to ask about the hats. We're getting questions on the hats. So first of all, can the hats be folded?
Yeah.
Can the hats be folded?
Canopy Bay by Deborah Hutton. Now, there's this really innovative textile innovation called Flexi Braid. And this is Flexi Braid. And it's got this, it's made from recycled fibers and yarns, and they're kind of plaited. And then they're hand sewn and put into a mold. But the thing is, they're travel friendly. So you can actually pop them down like that. So I take 2 or 3 hats away when I go overseas.
They're good. Love that.
I can go into. I mean, I fell off a canoe once, and the whole thing was drenched. And I came up, and it just looked like that, which was fantastic. But they've got this insert which allows you to actually fit perfectly to your head, and in high winds it stays on, and you can wash it, because I wear a UPF50 plus a sunscreen, so it always gets a bit on the insert. So I just wash that with a bit of soap and water. The travel friend. Do you sell them? Yes, do you sell them internationally? Yeah, definitely. We'd love to open in the UK. We want to expand there. But we sold last time, you and I know, but do you ship, Deborah? We absolutely Deborah, do you ship? And then when you and I got. Great. Okay. Good. All right. Where are they? Let me just ask questions, because lots of people are asking questions, and I just like them to get their answers. Yeah. Where are they manufactured? In Australia. It takes me 2 hours to drive there from home in a little place called West Gosford. And the thing is, we launched this just prior to our ISO period with COVID. And we bought all the hoods back from China because we wanted it to be Australian made. So it took us another year to get it right. And I wanted to create a lifestyle range. So because I wanted it to mirror my life in a way. I mean, I play golf. You know, I still, I walk, I go to the beach, you go and have lunch with your girlfriends, you go to the races. So I wanted to create a range of hats that kind of answered all of the lifestyle questions. And all of them are UPF50 plus. And then you see, so that's Flexi Braid. And then this is Madagascan raffia. But again, the way the weave is happening and how tight it is, it also gives you that UPF50 plus protection. And again. Can I ask you, Deborah, you keep saying the UPF50 plus protection. If I wasn't wearing SPF on my face and I wore that hat, that's not enough. Well, no, because I think it's everything. I mean, look, it will definitely protect, right? It'll protect the head. I mean, it's also about the width of the hat. Yeah. A lot of people have these cute little trilbies and things like that, right? But your ears are exposed, your neck is exposed. So these have to be ticked off by a guidance council, a guidance organization called Panzer. So they've got to basically tick all the boxes. And the thing is, when you look up into the sun, you can't see through it, and that's the most important thing about the hat. So it's going to protect. Yeah. Because the thing about it is, 95% of skin cancers that are found are primarily in the head and neck area, because that's the area that's most exposed. Think about it with wearing clothes and getting involved, but that's the area that you need to protect the most. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's great. Everybody, if you want to buy the hats, what is the website? Is it deborahhutton.com? It's called or is it the Canopy Bay by Deborah Hutton, or canopybay.com.au. And Canopybay.com. And we will also put a link to the page, won't we? Well, Deborah, I think it's been such a wonder to talk to you. I would love to talk to you much, much longer, but I have a lot of young entrepreneurs coming through the door in a minute for International Women's Month, and we do this elevator pitch every Friday, and we're having a lot of them come this morning just to get advice. So we've got about 50 of them coming, and we're going to just do a morning of giving advice on different things of starting a business. So I can hear them all. Don't forget to ask them getting together. Why? What is it, the why? Two things I've learned.
Why? The why.
Literally, why are you doing this and what problem are you going to solve? And the other thing is know your weaknesses and find people to cover your back that you trust. Know your weaknesses. Really important. Gorgeous to talk to you.
Good advice. So lovely talking to you. And I can't wait for us to meet again. I should be over in Australia in the next second half of the year.
We'll catch up then.
So I hope we can meet up again.
Lots of love.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Have